could be taking control, yeah.
Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dylan. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, every single one of you feeling fine and fantastic. Today, we're joined by the one and the only Tanya.
Hi.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to watch you could say a mini movie. Well, it's a movie series, okay? It's a series of different street foods from around the world. But this episode, okay, it goes for 30 minutes. It's called Street Food Asia. It goes for 30 minutes. This is done on Delhi, okay? This is on Netflix. You can go watch it, guys. It'll be over on Netflix. Go have a look. We'll put it down in the description down below. But as you guys know, we love our food. And even more, we love Indian food.
Yeah. And we'll be missing reacting to
exactly right.
Food things.
Exactly right. So I'm looking forward to getting into this, guys. I really am. Remember to, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm going to say it now. You have to realize, guys, when we take a day off, or when I take a day off, it's for a reason, okay? You guys always say to us, oh, you're such a lovely family, blah, 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 this. There's a reason why, because we put family first, okay? And when we feel like we need to spend more time with our children, we will do that. We'll spend a day. So if you see no upload, it's for a reason, all right, guys? I mean, you have to realize in marriages and in family situations, in family matters, you always have to make sure you balance both, okay? And I'm balancing doing this as well as spending time with family, okay?
And we've been uploading non-stop for the past months.
Yeah, exactly. Almost a year, guys. So if you see us take a break every now and then, it's for a reason, okay? It's just don't panic, guys. Please, just don't panic, all right? Don't worry about it. You will get uploads. Don't worry. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get right into it. Street food in Delhi. I see it right now. Netflix is telling us something. From the crispy, savory chaat to the spiced chole bhature, these Delhi street flavors are deeply connected to family stories and political history.
I wonder if this is more commercial. Or
of course it's going to be. It's Netflix.
I know, but it can be neutral, yeah?
It's going to be street food, but like a commercial side of things. So,
yeah, we'll see.
All right, guys, let's do it. If you want to watch movies daily, head over to Patreon. It'll be down in the description down below. I watch movies daily over on Patreon. Go check it out, guys. And now, without further ado, let's go. Come on, guys.
जब मैंने जवान था लगता था फिल्म में जाने के लिए मेरा बहुत शौक था एक जुनून सा था फिल्में देखने का फिल्मों के बारे में सोचता हूँ कि फिल्म की कहानी कितनी अच्छी लिखी सोचा नहीं कि मैं हीरो बन जाऊं या वैसा नहीं ऐसा नहीं उसके लिए बहुत खूबसूरत और बहुत इंटेलिजेंट और पढ़ा लिखा होना चाहिए
Why?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं था मेरे अंदर
You don't need to be educated and handsome to be a hero. You don't need to be none of that to be a hero, to be honest.
No.
And what's the terminology behind hero?
Delhi has always been said to be the heart of India.
Yeah.
As soon as you come to Delhi, the first thing that hits you is the color.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's a very old city. It's got a least 1,000-year-old history. You just take it for granted that the old and the new are existing together. Another thing that gets you in Delhi is the way everybody is rushing around. It's very crowded. You are just bumping with people all the time. Over time, the city of Delhi has been a melting pot of many, many civilizations and many people. The Tomars, the Rajputs, the Mughal Empire, and of course the British, and whoever came brought their foods. So the foods that we eat today on the streets of Delhi go back in time.
And that's one of the reasons why.
When you're eating a Sikh kebab or a dahari, you're also sampling history.
Many people don't have kitchens, so they totally depend on street food for their meals. So, if someone has to taste a real food, authentic food, it has to be street food.
That's why they're so diverse with their food.
Parathas and kebabs
Whoa.
is the most popular street food in Delhi.
The word chaat comes from chatna, which means licking your fingers.
Yeah, I've experienced that.
Normally some form of potatoes, deep fried, topped with chutneys, yogurt and vegetables. It becomes a mixture of sweet, sour, crunchy and spicy.
Whoa.
Version of taste.
Explosion of taste and explosion in my pants.
Is special. Is most renowned for its tikki. ALOO tikki is a kind of chaat that's made with mashed potatoes and stuffed with lentils. It's so crispy.
Nice.
A humble person with peerless culinary skill. Dalton is one who can compromise on getting less profit, but cannot compromise on the ingredients. He is not selling, rather is offering you. And whoever goes and eats at Dalton's stall doesn't forget him as a person.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
चाट तो हमारे दादाजी चलाया करते थे। तो दादाजी को देख देख हमारे पापा भी सीख गए। जब पापा सीख गए तो हम लोगों को भी मतलब इसमें सिखाने लगे। ये हमारा चाट का परिवार है।
See the smile on his face?
पापा जी यही कहते थे कि आप टेस्ट पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दो, कि जब भी कि सब चीज़ पैसे की अहमियत नहीं होती। जब टेस्ट होगा अच्छा, लोगों को पसंद आएगा तो लोग अपना भी खुद चल कर आएंगे आपके पास।
Exactly.
मैं भी यही अहमियत रखता हूँ। जब मैं मंडी जाता हूँ, जो ताज़ा होता है मैं उसी को ही लेता हूँ। मार्केट में देखता हूँ कि हाँ मैंने अदरक वहाँ पे अच्छा देखा है, मैंने चुकंदर वहाँ पे अच्छा देखा है, गाजर वहाँ अच्छी देखी, लेकिन मसाला ही सब कुछ बोलता है।
And where does the best spices in the world come from?
ये तो चाट का मजा नहीं आएगा।
India.
हम लोग कस्टमर के बारे में ज़्यादा सोचते हैं कि अच्छी से अच्छा कस्टमर को परोसा जाए।
Nice.
जब कोई स्टोर मेरे स्टोर पे आए तो मैं चाहता हूँ
The breast is the best is those crispy potatoes. Crispy potatoes with the sauce on top. Oh. Mangla chatwala. Oh, I'm getting so hungry.
Me too.
I'm getting freaking hungry.
Street food is so popular in Delhi because it started as a necessity. The laborers needed place to eat, and it seemed to be the most convenient and the cheapest way to get a meal But now street food has become very democratic. Everybody eats it across class. You'll find people in diamonds, you'll find very simple folk, you'll find students, you'll find oldies, you'll find every kind of person out there.
Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor.
Niyaris too. Yeah, exactly. Niyari. What's Niyari?
Oh, I haven't seen that before, have I?
No.
But you see who taught all these young fellas? Their parents.
सब कहते थे दुकानदारी पीढ़ी आएगी मगर ये तो हुआ नहीं
Oh, look at the people.
Yeah.
The word nahar comes from the Arabic word which means morning. It's cooked throughout the night. It meats too. It's very spicy and it's very hot. This place is so popular that you have to actually stand in line at least half an hour to an hour just to get it.
Oh my gosh. Half an hour to an hour.
Crazy.
गोश्त की बनती है नारी भैंस का वो डलने का प्याज डलती है टमाटर है लहसुन अदरक है नारी का मसाला है नमक है मिर्चे हैं जो बोले छोड़ के हम तो वही डालते हैं हमारे वालिद ने पर्दे भी देखते रहते हैं क्या हो रही है क्या नहीं हो रही है
That's the way, fella. That's the way. Well done, young fella. Well done. See, there you go. He gets the young kids getting taught by their parents. That's how they learn.
अपने बचपन के बारे में सोचता हूँ तो वो मुझे सुनहरी पल याद आने लगते हैं तो अपने फैमिली के बारे में सीखा लेकिन बहुत एंजॉय करते थे
Exactly. Key word. Happy.
चाट की बरीडी लगाया करते डिलाइट सिनेमा पे पूरी फैमिली लगती थी सब जब काम होता था
Key word. My family didn't have money. They were poor. But the one thing we had was happiness.
फैमिली की होती है लेकिन जब मैं बड़ा सा हो गया हूँ एक बार तो हमारे पापा की इतनी तबीयत हो गई थी खराब उन्होंने दुकान भी नहीं लगाई वो भाई पे ज़्यादा डिपेंड करते थे कि भाई जो है वो संभाल देगा जो पापा के हाथ में कारीगरी थी वो भाई के हाथ में नहीं थी नशा एक करते गांजा चरस इसमें कि उसमें घुसी गए वो मैं छोटा होने के साथ कुछ कर नहीं सकता था दुकान बंद हुई भी
Some.
बिकॉज ऐसे हालत रहते हैं घर में रोटी भी नहीं थी
So it happens with addictions. Some people just can't fight their addictions.
फैमिली को अपना पुराना घर छोड़ना पड़ा भाई अलग रहने लगे ऐसा हो गया जैसे घर एक बिखर सा गया हो पूरी फैमिली एक अलग उसमें आ गई और मैं अकेला सा हो गया
See? Everyone's got their own story, guys. Everyone has got their own story. Tea.
Yeah.
In 1857, after the Mughal Empire was
CHAAT.
invaded by the British, all the staff of kitchen were jobless.
That's a shish kebab.
So some
Oh.
of these royal cooks had to fend for themselves.
So good.
Tanya loves shish kebab.
Many of them put up stalls in Old Delhi. And food from the royal table then became available to the ordinary man.
और सीख कबाब.
ये बहुत बात की बात है ये तो. बादशाह जफर क्या कुक थे. जब मुगल शासन खत्म हुआ तो उस टाइम में उन्होंने यही जामा मस्जिद के पास एक छोटा सा रेस्टोरेंट खोला करीम होटल के नाम से.
I know there's a lot of vegetarians out there. I'm sorry, but I can't control myself.
सीख कबाब
सीख कबाब.
Yeah, सीख कबाब.
आहिस्ता उन्होंने मटन कोरमा भाई 2 आइटम स्टार्ट किए थे.
Seekh kebabs are ground lamb mixed with spices and grilled over an open flame. Another very popular royal dish was the korma.
Oh, the
A
korma.
base made
Tanya's favorite dish as well, the korma.
Oh my.
It could be vegetable korma, it could be chicken korma, beef korma, you just love korma. I love how they make the bread though when they throw it against the walls.
Yeah, it's so unique.
जो हमारे यहाँ पे हाजी करीमुद्दीन साहब ने रेसिपी तैयार की थी उसी को आज हम फॉलो करते हैं.
Oh,
देखिए मेरी जनरेशन जो है 4th जनरेशन है. अब हमारे बाद जो हमारे बच्चे हैं ये 5th जनरेशन है जो मुगलाई खाने के शौकीन है. वो आज भी इसी को पसंद करते हैं और इस चीज़ को देखते हुए हमें बहुत खुशी होती है.
nice.
If I did that, my bread would have gotten stuck to the
I'm so
roof.
hungry.
back and say 1,000 years ago, some prince sat on these same steps and ate it. It's not just the food, it's also the history connected to it, and that makes it very special.
Yeah. Very, very special indeed.
जब मैं बड़ा हुआ ऐसा हो गया जैसे घर एक बिखर सा गया हो. फैमिली भी अलग अलग हो गई और पापा की तबीयत भी खराब रहने लगी. मैं केटर्स के यहाँ भी काम करने लगा लेकिन वहाँ पर भी काम ज़्यादा नहीं चला. मैं चाहता था कि लोगों को एक तरह एक ही फैमिली एक ही परिवार ऐसा एहसास हो गया था कि अब कुछ करना है. मैंने सोचा कि अब मैं अपना अलग काम करूं. चार्ट तो मेरे को पता है ना.
CHAAT was all on you.
उसके लिए मेरे मनी पैसा कुछ नहीं था जो हम लोग कुछ कर पाते. तो बहन ने बिना बताए अपनी ज्वेलरी के लिए
Oh, that's awesome.
जब मुझको पता चला तो मेरे लिए बहुत अहम समय था.
That's awesome.
मुझे आगे ही बढ़ना था.
That's very awesome.
छोटी सी दुकान हम लोगों ने किराए पे ली. उस दुकान में हम लोगों ने काम चालू किया.
I'm so hungry.
काम की तैयारी करते तो सामान लाना ले जाना जो हम लोग करते.
Oh, so hungry, dude.
Yeah.
अच्छा कर पाएंगे.
Oh.
लेकिन तो जगह भी नई थी. कोई नहीं जानता था हमें. बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. फिर वो काम इतना नहीं चलता वहां पर. दोस्त भी जो थे वो धीरे धीरे अपने वापिस वहीं चले गए और फिर मैं अकेला पड़ जाता तो कोई हेल्प के लिए नहीं था।
Patience. Patience.
क्या करूं पता नहीं था। और तभी पापा का स्वर्गवास हो गया। के से वक्त से मिल गए।
Oh, piss off. Yeah, there you go.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
1947 saw the partition of India.
There you go.
India was liberated from British rule, but it left deep scars.
Of course.
It was divided into two parts, India and Pakistan.
All because of the English
From the
effers.
state of Punjab, there was a violent division along religious lines. Muslim families who had been living in Old Delhi for thousands of years went to Pakistan, some by choice and many because they feared the violence at home. And in return, the Hindu population of Punjab became refugees and travelled to India. And when the Punjabi refugees came to Delhi, they brought with them not only their culture but they brought their food.
So that's why they're so diverse. They have so many different flavors from different countries combined into one.
Yeah.
That's why Pakistan cooking and Indian cooking is so similar.
Dish is chole bhature.
Oh,
Chole is chickpea boiled and of course with a lot of spices in it.
I want to try
It's
that.
eaten with a huge puffed up bread called bhatura.
You know, I just put it inside me now. Just put it inside me. You usually ask for permission, but just put it in me. Don't even need to ask.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
the soft bread too. The flavor. Oh, ah!
जैन छोले भटूरे हैं बिना प्याज के बिना लहसुन के। हमारे घर ही बंद नहीं होता है हल्का रहता है।
I'm starting to water here and water down below.
Oh my god, just choice. We don't want to know.
Look at that, man.
Oh, yum. I want some.
Very good for
In
digestion.
Punjab. But now everybody eats it. Across people,
Your
across
hands.
religion.
Your hands.
This food has become very, very Delhi food.
Awesome, dude.
Yum.
That's so awesome. Foreigners just need to get over the thing about hygiene. Don't worry about it. They just need to focus on the food.
Yeah.
A lot of foreigners, they're so worried about hygiene, yeah? Of course, it's normal.
जब पापा का स्वर्गवास हुआ तो ऐसा लगा सब कुछ छोड़ देना। नमस्ते नमस्ते
नमस्कार।
क्या कैसे हैं? क्या चल रहा है?
मसाले क्या दिया है?
फिर जो मुझे पापा ने सिखाया मुझे याद आया।
Okay, this is cloves and black cardamom and green cardamom. And ये हो गया complete. Grind करो इसको.
ग्राइंडर है वो ज़्यादा बड़ी ना हो कम मीडियम के सब चीज़ पैसे की अहमियत नहीं होती। ऐसा स्वादिष्ट बनाओ कि लोग याद रखें। टेस्ट अच्छा होगा तो आगे बढ़ोगे।
Exactly. Your food tastes good, it will find success. You will find success.
मुझे एकदम ऐसा महसूस होने लगा कुछ करना है और वापस मुझे नहीं जाना।
If you're good at what you do, you will find success.
तो मैंने सामने लगा, इतनी भी बढ़िया जगह नहीं थी, जो बचे कुछ पैसे थे अच्छे सामान में लगा दिए। आलू, गाजर, अदरक, मसाले और देसी घी। लेकिन एक चीज की कमी थी, मेरी फैमिली। तो मुझे भी कॉन्फिडेंस आने लगा। भाई थे और मैंने फोन किया, वो काफी बदल गए थे। मुझे यकीन नहीं होता था कि वो मेरी हेल्प करने आ गए। तो मेरी वो नई शुरुआत थी।
There you go. You see what he's done? He's boiled the potatoes first and now he's frying them, I think.
फैमिली एकदम जुड़ने लगी, एकदम बचपन जैसा माहौल हो गया।
There you go.
Oh, what's the name of this? We tried this. It was delicious.
लोगों की चाहत बनने लगी। लोग कहते हैं कि दालचंद के यहाँ चलना है। खूब अच्छा काम होने लगा। हम लोग इतने बिजी रहते थे।
Oh.
Yum.
Oh.
Many street food vendors, but the ALOO TIKKI which Dalchan made was overwhelming.
ALOO TIKKI.
When World Street Food Congress in Singapore asked us to bring a few street food vendors, I had to choose Dalchan.
Nice.
ऊपर वाले ने कुछ ऐसा दे रखा है जो मेरे वो काम आ गया। जब मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं था कि मैं जब टिक्की लगाऊंगा तो लोगों को इतनी पसंद आएगी।
There you go, look.
मेरी फैमिली की वजह से मैं कुछ स्पेशल कर पाया।
Magnificent. See, that's what just shows you guys. Everyone has their story.
We believe in eating. We are foodies. But we are not good at writing it and explaining it to the world.
Showing it.
There are many like Dalchan in our country who are not recognized. Since we have such a rich street food culture and tradition, the world should know it.
Wow.
Street food is what brings us together. It's where we find a common place.
Nihari.
It takes us back in history, but it's also a way of carrying forward traditions.
Potato chaat.
All the different people who came here over the years brought their own food with them. We not only adopted it, we adapted it to be our own.
Samosas.
Yeah.
Now it's our time to celebrate it.
Whoa.
And share it with the rest of
You're getting hungry, aren't you? I can tell. Tanya's legs shaking. Oh, dude, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Well done, Netflix. Well done. Well done. And this fella's story was amazing too.
देखा लेकिन चाट की वजह से हम लोग एक हो गए थे।
So you were the hero.
There you go.
मेरे लिए एक सच्ची का बात है। सबको देख के कितना अच्छा लगता। पापा सोचते कि मेरे बेटे ने नाम रोशन किया है मेरा।
I'm sure he's watching, buddy.
Very good shot.
I'm sure he's watching. Wow. Well done, Netflix, for that. Well done. Well done. Absolutely well done.
It's been better than I thought it would be, to be honest.
The thing is, right, there's so many stories behind the way people cook and the tradition behind it, and the stories is just it's mind-blowing. Because there's so many people. If you go to restaurants in general, like restaurant owners and things like that, you more often than not, you ask them, why did you start this? More often than not, it's because they love the cooking. They love cooking. Because you don't open restaurants if you don't love cooking, you don't know how to cook. You don't do it. You know what I mean? And there's a passion behind when you put your love and soul inside of a food. When you're cooking it, it makes it taste better. When you're rushing something and you're just throwing it out for the sake of throwing it out and getting out quickly, there's nothing in it. There's nothing in the food at all.
Yeah.
But when you cook with that love and that passion, it adds to the beauty of the food itself. It always does.
Yeah. What I find so fascinating about Indian street food is that, what I was saying once, each vendor, is it called vendor, or each shop, it's focused, is specialized in one dish. For example, if you come to a restaurant here in Spain, you go to a restaurant and they do, for example, pasta, paella, pizza, and they do a lot of things. And they tell you, chefs is specialized in pasta, but you have 400 other dishes to choose. Here, when you go to these street foods, they usually only cook one thing. There's also places where they cook a lot of things, but usually they focus only on one thing, and they make that to perfection. And what's more fascinating is that they haven't studied how to make it. They've just learned it from their parents, from watching them cook. And I think that's amazing. That's just great, because you become perfect in that when you're cooking in that specific dish. Maybe at the beginning you will follow your parents' instructions to 100%, but then you will start changing it to your own taste. And you'll make it to perfection and the way people like it. And that's why people keep going to those places half an hour to eat in one of those
that's
street
crazy.
foods.
That's absolutely crazy. That just shows you how good the food is.
That's crazy.
But the key thing here is parents,
Yeah.
The key thing. The children, I say it all the time, children are so influential that you can even influence the way they think about food.
Everything
that you do as a parent, everything that you pass down, your child will use. Your child will use the exact same thing. I mean, the perfect example, my son, he now says a lot of things that you hear me say in the videos, because he watches me and also he hears me saying it.
That's funny. Or something. He says, can we have this or something?
Yeah.
Or something.
Because it's a bad habit what us Australians say. We like to say weird things during conversations, yeah? We will say, would you like to have a drink or something? Yeah, like that, yeah? And or do you want to go to the park or something? Or like that, yeah? So now he says it all the time, yeah? Because it's what he hears. But this is what I say. With cooking, it's the exact same thing. If your son, your daughter sees you cooking, they may not be right there, but they're seeing what you're doing. Yeah. Don't worry about that, guys. They're seeing what you're doing. And if when you do cook, try to have them at least in the vicinity where they can see you. They don't have to be standing over the top of you, of course, because I mean, there'll be things that pop up from the pans and things like that, and the kids will get stuff in their eye, or they will get seriously burnt or hurt. But have them in a vicinity where they can see what you're doing. And that's very important, because that's what I used to do. I used to get kicked out of the kitchen all the time with my mum. She used to get angry because I'd be over the top of her, be like, what's this? What's that? And of course, come on, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm asking every second, like, what's this? What's in there? What'd you put in there? And I was asking at a very young age, like since the age of like 7, I was asking non-stop, yeah? And eventually she had to kick me out of the kitchen. I used to just sit there on the sofa and watch what she used to do, how she used to cook things. And with grandparents as well, with my nana, everything like that, with my dad as well, I used to watch how they cooked, and now I use that. And also over time, I've developed how to cook certain meals just by looking,
Yeah.
just by my own back, learning myself. Yeah, I burn a lot of things. I've burnt a lot of things, but now I learnt how not to burn them.
Exactly. That's how
and I've become better at cooking. Simple. But that's what I say to you guys. It's very, very important to teach your kids a lesson about how to appreciate food. Because if they appreciate food first, then that's when they will become themselves good cooks. Because it's so important to know how to cook. It's so important. I can't stress enough. Because you can't rely on other people cooking for you, because you're going to end up running out of money. And it's so important to know how to cook, because if you can grow your own vegetables or find your own vegetables and you know how to cook them and have a meal out of them, you will save yourself a lot of money. Because everyone knows these days, especially now more than ever, money is very important to pay the bills. Just to pay the bills is very, very important. And if you know how to cook, it helps.
Even though I think it's very cheap in India to eat.
No, but I'm talking in general.
Yeah.
I'm talking in general, not just in India. In general. Because in Spain, in Australia, even worse. Australia is one of the most expensive places. If you want food, vegetables, fruit, it's crazy. Because what the reason why Australia's for fruit and vegetables are so expensive is because we grow in Australia, we send it to China or Japan, and then it's an agreement Australia has, and then they send back all the crappy vegetables, and Australians are eating the crappy vegetables and crappy fruits.
That's clever.
But that's the deal the Australian government made. So they what happened was, or they did deals with farmers where they send it overseas and they'll charge them 3 times the amount. They send them back and then they get it for a cheaper price. So we're basically getting the leftover stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of farmers that go to the local places, they're amazing in Australia. Their food is absolutely incredible. But I'm talking about commercial wise, like big shopping centres. I'm not going to mention their names in Australia, but it's what they do. They mass produce, throw it overseas to Japan, to China, Singapore, and then they send the leftovers back, and then they get put on the shelves at the shops.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what happens. But like I said, that's why. And then they charge like 4 times the amount again on top of that, yeah? And then, but yet you'll see the farmers get this much out of it.
Yeah, but that's what happens. That's what we were talking about.
The farmers get this much out of it.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, food is very important. It plays a huge role in our life because it brings memories to us. It brings nostalgic feelings. Food is so important. So important. It's, whether you like meat, whether you like vegetables, whether you're a vegetarian, you're a carnivore, it doesn't matter. Or a vegan, it doesn't matter. Food is very important in your life. And you shouldn't change the way people see things about food. If someone likes a certain type of food, let them like that type of food. If someone's happy, let them be happy. You know what I mean? Like, don't force people into something they don't want to be. Okay, that's what the big role, the big key here, big key thing is here.
Yeah, basically. No, but I was really surprised with this. I thought it was going to be more commercial. Like, you know, when you usually see Westerns talking about.
I thought so too.
Yeah, they always talk about the scums.
Yeah.
And things like that. The scums, no, the slums.
Slums, the scums. You're a scum.
The slums, sorry. The slums and things like that. I'm sorry. So I thought it was going to be more focused on that, but no, I really like how they did it.
I did too. I like I said, like you were saying, sorry, I thought there was going to be a little bit more commercial side of things, but it turned out to be really good. Really good. Guys, let us know if there's another one similar to this on Netflix. There's so many I'm looking right now. I don't know if any of them related to India or not. But let us know, guys. Let us know if you want us to, maybe you want us to watch Latin America. Maybe you want us to watch Singapore. Let us know in the comment section, guys, if you want us to watch more from different countries. Let us know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Drop a big thumbs up. Hit that subscription button down below. Remember, stay safe, be kind to one another, but most importantly,
be
exactly.
Bye.